Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome into the channel.
It's another beautiful day. Sunny in Florida.
Are you liking Florida?
It is nice, yeah.
Oh, there's a little hesitation there.
And the humidity will probably bother me a little bit. It's nice.
Yeah. Are you more of a cold weather guy?
No.
You're not?
No.
Okay, so if you have to pick, you would pick sunshine, but no humidity.
Sunshine, 75, no humidity.
Like the rest of us, right? What place in California? You once said California. Is it San Francisco that has really nice
San
weather?
Diego.
San Diego.
San Diego has gorgeous weather.
I've never been there, I don't think.
I don't think it hardly ever rains. When I was there, it was 75 degrees, and I didn't see a cloud in the sky for 10 days.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
but
amazing.
I can't afford San Diego.
How did we get off on that tangent? We are sitting in the red, white, and blue parking lot. Today is Friday, right? Yes.
Is it?
Is it today Thursday?
Today is Friday.
All right, guys, we're going to go inside and bring you along. This place has good artwork. Just a heads up, if you live in the area, I'm doing very well with artwork from this place.
You're doing good.
So, yeah, so we're going to hit the artwork today for sure. Hit that like and subscribe button. What do I say next?
We're taking you with us.
Good job. We're going to get right down to business. We are starting down the hard goods aisle. This is a beautiful cloisonne vase. $12.99. It does feel very light in the hand. Yeah, I don't even know if that's real metal. For $12.99, on the fence about it. It does not have enough age to it. Very little age. I'm thinking this is like a copy. Not that it's not the cloisonne technique. Oh, and there's their marker on the bottom. It is pretty, but I'm going to leave that one. I don't feel good about that. Could be a mistake, but yeah, that feels too light. You want cloisonne to feel a little bit heavy in the hand. That's my experience. I don't know if that's true. Oh, I hear new carts coming out. There's shoes. Now, the carts in these stores in Florida are much smaller than the big baker's racks that used to come out at 30, Goodwill 30 back in Pennsylvania. But you know, recently I was watching somebody else's video of the store in 30, and the store looks so scrappy back in Pennsylvania. So I'm not sure what's going on with Goodwill 30 back in Pennsylvania, but boy, did it look not good. So I don't know that we're missing that much back home. We could be. All right, candles. Oh, I see a jar back here. What is this jar about? Modern, but kind of pretty. Oh, Lipari. Is that somebody's last name? Is that a place in Italy? $3.99 peach. Where is my brain? I forgot to tell you guys the color tag of the day. There we are. Yellow, green, blue, red. So I always remember the patriotic colors are the 75, blue and red. And then yellow and green, the spring colors, are the first two colors. I have to do these little tricks so I can keep everything in my brain because it's a lot lately. I see a little set down here for $3.99. What is this about? Is this sushi with a dipping? Oh, Rabino? That is very interesting. For $4, I might put this in the cart. I think that's our first item. I always look to see made in Italy with the crosses and the crucifix. So beautiful. The Italian ones do the best for me. There's a little wood tray. Nothing of note. Nice place to throw change or your keys. Oh, what is this? $3.99. God of Peace and Prosperity, Lava. Coco Joe's. Is Coco Joe's a restaurant?
Don't know.
You haven't been to Hawaii?
Never heard of Coco Joe's.
Okay. That's kind of cool, though.
That's kind of cool.
I think we're going to grab that.
A little dirty.
Well, get your little toothbrush out. Start the scrubbing. Oh, these are lovely. One is missing a flower. Let's pull this out. Okay, that's modern, but that's not bad. That's kind of pretty. Not super well made.
Got some weight though.
Yeah. This one's missing its flower though, so we're going to leave those. And what do they want for them? Did you notice a price? I don't see a price on this one. Let's see if there's a price on the other one.
No.
They're free. The one in front of it has some age. Again, lightweight. Look at you. Just spotting that Yeti from 10 yards
No
away.
lid, but that's probably...
Would you pick that up?
Yeah.
Okay.
$99.
You would. What do I know? I still don't look at the cups.
You know what? I don't know if it is a Yeti. It's not a Yeti.
How do you know?
They tricked me. Someone put a sticker on it.
Oh, that's smart.
They're always
tip.
marked on the bottom.
Okay. See, I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that Yeti. You would think, if you really think about it, but that's a really good tip. All right, guys, so if you find what you think is a Yeti, somebody might have put a Yeti sticker on their cup, so always look at the bottom that it's marked. This dish is lovely. I don't know what that says. Silcacho. Silcacho. What does that even mean? That is beautiful. Although, I like this one better. This is like Polish pottery, right? What do they want for it? $4. Made in Poland. That is beautiful. I'm going to put that in the cart. We like that a lot. Hey.
Hey.
Wow. You're picking up the pace. You're beating me. What did you find?
Picking up some games and models. Royal. Or Rummy Royal.
I have never heard of Rummy Royal.
I'm pretty sure this is from the 60s.
Really?
Yeah. Has a...
Oh, a Roman numeral.
numeral.
Darn those Roman numerals.
If I remember, I think it's like 1965.
Okay, because
I don't
M
know
is
my Roman
1,000.
numerals,
I think
too.
M is 1,000, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is 1965.
Okay. You can always Google image
I
it.
do pretty good. And the chips are in there. I can hear them.
You know, all of this tape, why don't they use painter's tape?
Yeah, because this is going to peel.
The graphic.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Have you sold that before?
Yeah, I've sold about 10 of those.
You have?
Yeah. They don't bring as much as they used to. I used to get $30.
Really?
Yeah.
I got to learn games.
Super Tomcat.
Do you want to play with this?
I just wish I could open it because if it's, you don't want them put together.
Okay.
The values, they're not there.
Okay.
People want to put them together.
Okay.
Sometimes you'll open it up and the model's half put together.
Yeah.
That's not really
So
that
can't
good.
we just like
might
gently
be able to-
slit it with a key or something?
Yeah,
just
I might be able to
because you
look
have to
at
know
it.
what you're buying.
I don't know.
Wow.
I'd like
You
to-
got another, is this a model again?
another model. Same thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Blue Angels.
We have to start carrying like a little pen knife or something just to
Yeah.
gently, or some sort of razor knife just to gently do it.
I picked up Blue Angels at when we went to that flea market or whatever up there. I forget the name of it. One near Harrisburg.
I got nothing.
Nah, I don't remember. But I picked up a Blue Angel up there and I sold it pretty quick.
Oh, I know where you're talking, like what you're talking about.
Not Jake's. What is that place called?
I remember you picking one up and being happy to find it, but I
Yeah.
don't know where we were.
Yeah,
I don't know where we were.
up above Middletown or Harrisburg.
Okay, we'll get back to that conversation.
Chambersburg, something.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Curation amusement park.
this is the one you just taught me, curation.
Yep. I just sold the actual gearation that these go on.
Yeah.
Like this goes on.
Okay, so it's a board, right? It's like a base.
Yeah.
Turn this over again, babe. This board here, and then you build gears into some
this
sort of
is
moving.
like an add-on.
Okay.
I think it comes with. This comes with like 16 or something. Then you
Okay.
can keep adding. This
Okay.
is called the amusement park.
Yeah.
This will sell for about $50. Just this
Get
little
out of
thing.
here.
I sold this here
Yeah.
just last week for $240.
Just the base.
The base and the gears.
How big is
But
the
not
base? Show me with
not
your
the
hands. Like, what
amusement.
are we looking for?
It's about this big.
240.
$240. It was new,
Yeah.
but still
And what did you pay for that one?
$3.99.
That's my guy.
This is $2.99, and
Nice.
this will bring 50.
Wow.
There's only 6 gears in here. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
There's one. I think the others are over here.
Are packed in there.
The other 5.
Now you will open this when you go to list this. You will open
yeah,
it and make sure whatever's in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. And if people are buying this to play this, they probably don't mind the tape as much. Don't get me wrong. This should not all be taped. But a model, do they want the box in better condition, right? Especially if it's sealed. If you have like a vintage model and it's sealed and the box is good, that's probably the highest resale, right?
Models are hard to get because they always like sink in and
the quality of the cardboard's not great.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your shirt? What'd you find? Don't test me because I have no idea. Lions.
Yeah, Detroit.
I like how you encourage me about lions, like I guess an animal, correct?
Sue. Indomicus Sue.
What does that even mean? Is
that's
that Latin?
That's his name, Indomicus Sue.
I thought you were speaking Latin.
No, that's his name.
Oh my gosh.
And it's
nice, babe.
Green, half price.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Yes. Yep. Oh, you missed it.
So $250.
Nice.
It'd be nice if it's missing the, like this.
We'll get one and sew it on with the same thread.
Sometimes I think there's something wrong with it.
Yeah.
When they do this, so then they never finish it. It just ends up like a second.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. I don't see anything wrong with it, but
yeah, but babe, when it's a second, wouldn't this tag be like crossed by the manufacturer, crossed out with marker or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Interesting.
Maybe they ran out of ink.
Press-ons. Nice start. You've only been here a few minutes. Yeah. You're on your game today. Wow.
Dan Marino.
Dan Marino. I was wondering if we were going to find his jersey.
$46.99. That yellow's 25% off.
Okay, how do you feel about that?
I was thinking about getting it, but look at the dolphins.
Oh, it's a little bit off.
Whale.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely a fake. And see this here?
Yeah.
Sort of, kind of an angle.
Like all askew, like wonky, right?
Yeah. So that's not good.
You know what blows my mind is this is all so much work. Like these labels, I mean, I would be able to tell because this is off, but this almost seems like somebody else sewed it on.
That's what I was wondering. But
I'm wondering if this was original and then somebody had these from another jersey. Could that be? Because this seems like, really? They're going to make all of this banding like this?
But this is almost always on. This.
Oh, that emblem is usually there?
This, I think you're right. Somebody might have put that on. This is almost always there. But even that looks...
Come on, that's got to be real. So what's the story here?
I don't know.
What does the other side look like? No, I'm sorry.
Oh.
From this, the inside, the way it was sewn on. I can't tell what's going on with that. Look at the way that's sewn with that center seam.
Yeah.
No, see the stitching on this? This stitching is the same as this. The color thread and everything, isn't it?
Yeah, I think this is original, but I think you're right. I think somebody added... Somebody added this, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so what does the stitching on this looks like? It's a whole thing about stitching. We're investigating.
Can't even hardly see it.
Is it an iron-on?
No, there's stitching in there.
There is?
Yeah, it's very hard to see.
So because somebody's added this...
Yeah, it's
sewn on.
Sewn on.
Well, that is a shame.
I think with somebody adding that, it'll be a red flag.
Yeah, eBay would think it's fake. Very interesting now. So what's the lesson here? Always look at the stitching on the back of these things to be able to tell. I always look, if something's been added, I always look at the back to see if the thread matches the thread that the garment was made. Because to me, the manufacturer is not going to reload their machine with a different thread to sew on a different patch. You know what I'm saying? It should all be the same thread. But this looks real to me.
Yeah, I always look at this because a lot of times these are all crooked.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think they just had it down.
Okay. Not worth $50.
Somebody was hiding them.
Oh, waiting for them to go on sale. All right, what are you showing us?
This was the price. That was the one I sold, but I took two. Somebody offered me 240.
Okay.
So I took two.
Oh, so this is your
That
listing.
is my listing.
So it was listed for $269.
$269. Somebody offered me $240.
And you accepted
And I
it.
accepted
okay.
it.
So why doesn't eBay post what price was accepted? Because
I'm not
they want their
sure.
numbers to be higher for their stockholders, right?
I guess.
Isn't that
I'm
what
not
that's
sure.
about? I think that's what that is, guys. If you see prices, the seller might have accepted a lower offer, but because eBay wants their sales numbers to be as high as possible for numbers for stockholders, they leave it at that price. So sometimes you don't know if the best offer was accepted, but if you go into it, will it show a best offer? Let's see. See original. Okay, now scroll up. Oh no, they still don't.
Still shows.
Oh, nice sale, babe.
Yeah, but see, the price is $150.
Okay, so
A
gearation,
good
that's what we're looking
$100
for.
for most of them.
Yeah. Wow.
See, here's just the gears, nothing else.
No board.
$65 just for the
I wonder
gears.
how many of these have passed by. I got to get on that. All right. I just picked this up. I couldn't show it because one of the employees was working. And try not to film too many people. Let's see if I can get this on the hanger to hold this up. All right, this is the sweater that I just scored. I think these are Scotty dogs. This is the Quacker Factory 1X, good size, great for Christmas. The novelty sweaters always do well. They still do well for me. Quacker Factory, I've been picking this up since I've started reselling. $4.99. This is a really nice find. The more embellished, the more sparkly, the more like graphic, the better. But dogs are always great. I love plaid trim. It's like a tartan plaid cardigan. I'm guessing this will bring probably 35. I haven't checked comps on the Quacker Factory for a while. I find less sweaters here in Florida than I did back in Pennsylvania. Just had so many sweaters. But this is a good find. We're going to stick this in the cart. I think everything else I showed you. Did I show you everything else, guys? Sometimes I have to grab stuff while you're not looking because that's just the nature of real thrifting. I found this Port Marion candle holder. Looking to see if it had an original price. What would I like? A second one, but for $1.99. This is really nice. Oh, there's a new cart coming out. Let's go chase that one. Gonna take a quick browse in some of the clothing. This is Charter Club Collection. I don't know that this is gonna bring more than maybe $16, something like that. It looks to be new without tags, but I will list it as pre-owned. $2.99. We're definitely going to grab that. Let's see what else we see. I love the vintage nightgowns, I have to say. They're so beautiful. The quality is so good. Oh, this is Trina Turk for sure. Let's see that label. Okay, it's printed in. Trina Turk, $4. Those are adorable. Active wear. Really nicely made. Trina Turk can do well. I'm going to guess that these would bring somewhere 22 to 24, maybe even a little bit higher. So definitely going to throw these in the cart for $4. Okay, I'm noticing somebody tucked in the lily. Hopefully it'll go on sale for them. Yellow tags. This is 25% off of $25. And you know what? I find this quite often in thrift stores that people don't want to pay these kind of prices. All right, this is new with tags, but it's $41. Even with the 25% off, it's more reasonable when it goes to $50. So I think that's what people are waiting for. So they have 3 of them here. $19.99. This one's pre-owned. Yellow tag. Again, yellow is 25 off. If these were 50 off, I would probably scoop up all 3, but I'll leave them for the person hiding them. Either hiding them, it's kind of hard to hide, Lily, look at those prints, or they are just, you know, putting them back because they realize the price is too high. Some lamps just got put on the shelf. Which one do we want? This is Aladdin. This is number 23. I recognize this shape. I've sold it before. And yes, we are not happy to have to ship this. This is the Daisy on Milk Glass, I think it's called. Not a super high seller, but because the shade is intact, this should do fairly well. Let's take a look at comps on this. So it says Aladdin on it. That's how you tell it's Aladdin. It also has it on the turn knob, the turn key. I don't know what that's officially called, the knob. And then underneath that $5.99 sticker is all the information that you need to know. This looks unused, beautiful condition. Let's put this right in the cart. Let's take a look at what comps should do. So the first one up is our lamp right here, number 23, but this one does not have the shade. What's the official name of that? The shade. There is another name. 35, again, no shade. This one has no parts and it sold for 23. Okay, none of them have their shade. I think the shade is the most valuable part. Here is one. It's not the daisy. This is model number 23. Tall glass lamp. $110 because it has the shade. But see that base? I think that base is probably better than ours. There's the name I was looking for, the chimney. All right, here's two of them. It's a pair, glass oil lamp. Rich dark amber base, $122.50. It had 17 bids. Aladdin is a name that gets attention. Ooh, this one is lovely. Oh, it's jadeite with the tall. Is this number 23? It is, model 23. Short Lincoln. Wow, that is a stunner. $225.51. Only two bids. They started it high. They knew what they had. All right, so I think this is a great find for $5.99. And do I want to ship this? No, I don't. But when you get something like this for $6, and this comes off. Once I untape this, I can wrap this. Now it'll go together in the same box. Is that sitting straight? Yeah, I think it is. I think it's the shelf that's a little bit off, but that is a very nice find. We came to handbags, which it's kind of a bust today. A lot of overly used bags, kind of schmutzy. I don't know that they should even be put out. This is interesting. It is Lancome's patent leather shiny round travel case. I'm going to call it the two-tiered one. They want $6 for it. I'm thinking this will do a solid 20 to 22. Let's take it down and see what condition it's in. Few smudges on the mirror, which will clean off. The inside is nice and clean. That's what you look for in a cosmetic bag. You don't want a lot of like foundation staining or any kind of staining. Might have a little bit of a trace of powder. Definitely used, but beautiful condition. I would imagine that this came with samples. It was a giveaway, but a lot of times the cases that are given by the different companies as a free promo are then looked for. People like them. They want multiples of them. This is the bottom tier, still clean. Oh, look who joined us. Want to zip up my Lancome case for me?
What is it?
It's a Lancome makeup case that probably came as a free promo, or it came like with cosmetics in it. You bought it probably around Christmas time. When I first spotted this, I thought it was like a Barbie case. I got all excited. I wanted there to be a big graphic of a vintage Barbie, but we'll take a Lancome case. Thanks, babe. So this is our life. Testing items in red, white, and blue. All right, we were trying to guess what this was. What was your guess?
A nutcracker.
That's not what you guessed. What did you guess?
I don't know what it was.
I thought you said an umbrella stand.
Oh, an umbrella stand. Yeah.
And I guessed a nutcracker for a lot of nuts at once. All the nuts.
Put your umbrella in there and it comes up through there.
And then you're trying to crush your umbrella?
No, it's just adjustable in case you have a short umbrella.
You can explain anything. All right, it turns out it's a wine press. I'm sure all of you guys were shouting that. It's a wine press. I guess for people that make wine. Give me all your knowledge about this item.
It's pretty well done. Well made. Yeah.
What kind of wood do we think that is? I think it's like teak or something. I don't know.
Well, it looks like walnut.
Really? The type of wood? You would know better than I do.
That's what it looks like.
Okay.
It's nice.
It is nice. I don't want to ship that to you.
No.
Okay. What do we think that would bring?
Probably $75, $80.
Okay.
Maybe.
So
maybe more.
Today peach is not on sale, right?
No.
We have yellow and green and red and blue. All
Maybe
right.
if it's here in a week.
Yeah, we'll come back next month. Keeping it real, I ran comps on the Port Marion. Is that how we say that? Port Marion candle holder. This will only bring like $8. So for 2, I'm not crazy about that conversion. I'm going to leave this for somebody else. Let's put this where it belongs. All right, just giving one more glance over. The store is kind of slow today. Roger got like 3/4 of a cart. I think we showed you that. Yeah, and this is what my cart is looking like. It's a big echo. We are getting the beautiful floral tray. $4. Woo, I almost broke my Aladdin lamp. Let me set this down. Definitely getting the Aladdin lamp. We're going to go ahead and get this tribal tiki guy, the clothing, and the Lancome case. That is it for today. Up? Maybe not. Another new cart. You guys know that I really don't like selling cookie jars. Too many of them break in transit because they're made of such a cheaper ceramic, we'll call it. It's not a dense material. It's very lightweight, so it has a tendency, no matter how well you pack it, to break. But this one is fun, I have to say. This is called Biker Hogs by Clay Art. Oh, look how fun this is. Now, Red, White, and Blue does want $24.99. It is not on sale. It just came out on the floor. That is a very fun cookie jar. It's not Harley Davidson. If it was Harley Davidson branded, that would be everything. But still adorable, very cute cookie jar. I'm sure it's popular. I just did a Google image. We're going to put it into an eBay search just to make sure that it's not something I should be passing by. Yeah, let's do a comp on eBay. So I sorted this time lowest to highest because I want to see how low these go if it's not new. And you can't call this new. So the first one went for $11.56, $19.99, $44. They do go up, but they're not really. Here's one, $19. Do we love a good pick? We do, but this time we're going to have to leave it behind because 25 into like 25 is not a good conversion. You would definitely take a loss. Clearly, you're doing a lot better than I am. What is this?
Griswold.
Oh, that is super cute. Jersey Nation. Wow, $6.99.
The Griswold.
That is very cool. This is really nicely made. It's like a real jersey. Oh my goodness. What else you got in this cart? You got a Star Wars.
This is the Washington. Where's another? Washington Nationals baseball team.
Okay.
It was like a giveaway.
I was going to say, looks like it. That's very fun.
This is actually for me.
It is?
Yeah. It's my size.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Get out of here.
75% off. North Face.
What is the JSI?
I don't know. I'm going to put a Eagles or something over it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm just going to put
Very
something
nice.
over and I got a brand new.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were holding on to this for yourself. Now, you do realize we are living in Florida, right?
Yeah. And in the winter, I might
in
need
the winter,
a little.
yeah. It'll get down to a cool 60 degrees. That's nice, babe. I'm glad you're keeping it for yourself.
Yeah.
Under Armour, half zip. It's really quarter zip.
$2 though.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. We'll always do that.
Yeah, I got a couple of those like that.
Yeah.
Same with this.
It's nice to come in the store and just look for that color tag. That's
Like
75 off.
This one's 50% off.
Okay.
But this one is. Yeah.
Under Armour. That's nice. That's a nice size. 2XL.
So $4.50.
Yeah. Wow, that's really good. This is in very nice condition. Thumb holes. I didn't realize men have thumb holes.
Yeah.
Where have I been? Really?
Not as many.
You would think men don't like thumb holes like women do. Don't ask where I'm getting that kind of judgment from. But nice.
Other stuff.
Nice full cart. Have fun with the clothing. I am so not about clothing. I'm going to have to change my name. How did I miss this piece? Did this just come out? This is an antique Phoenix Consolidated, I think it's called. Glass vase. Is this not gorgeous? This is definitely older. They want $3 for it. I can't believe my luck. Look how gorgeous this is. I don't know the age of this. If I had to guess just from the aesthetic of it, I'm thinking like 1930s maybe. This is just beautiful. Even though it's glass, even though it's big, I am definitely grabbing this one and putting it in the cart. I was having a lackluster day. Roger's doing fairly well, and it's always fun thrifting, always fun showing you guys what's on the shelves. But sometimes you just lose hope, like, oh, there's no treasure. And then you turn the corner and there's treasure. All right, definitely putting this in the cart, especially for $3. This is the find of the day. It's definitely not a competition, but I think you won. These are cool.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
All right, these are very cool. Fantastic Four. Human Torch.
I'm not sure what year.
He's very cool, the Human Torch. I don't know that I know him. What year are these from?
Trying to find a year.
You have a good eye. You have a really good eye. Mr. Fantastic. That's you, Mr. Fantastic.
I don't see the year.
Really?
Sure, it's on here.
Oh, look at all that fine print. Yeah, it's got to be on there. That's a lot of fine print. And amazingly enough, I can see it, but I don't see the date. We'll have to check that out at home. All right, you did really good. I was very, very picky. I even put a few things back. You're going to be like, hey, what happened to the Polish pottery? I realized it was too heavy. So we're not getting that. We have to just get what's going to sell well and what I feel like shipping. Now, in my own defense, do I feel like shipping big glass? No, but this is, I am just in love with this piece. So beautiful. See how the glass is like a little bit yellow to the bottom?
Yeah.
I forget what's in the glass, but that shows age. And it is pressed glass.
Wow. Cheap.
I know. Don't break it. Nice, right?
It is nice.
Okay, I'm in love with my own stuff, even though it's not a lot today. All right, guys, that's it for today. Hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, go out and get what's yours.